It's time for the Wendy Williams Show. Today, from flipping out, the outrageous Jeff Lewis and his stressed-out assistant, Jenni Pulos. Plus, another naked royal scandal. This time, it's Princess Kate and Charlie Sheen and Lindsay Lohan in bed together. Find out why. Now, here's Wendy.
My co-host, my studio audience. Looking good. I'm doing great today. A way to kick off a big work week right here with Wendy. Well, you heard about the royal scandal, the nakedness of Kate Middleton. We'll talk. And then Lindsay Lohan and Charlie Sheen in bed together. I know. Let's talk about that and more. It's time for Hot Topics. You know, as I was washing my at-home wigs over the weekend and lining them up on my pink wig heads outside in the backyard, you know, just so that the sun, like, there's nothing like drying your wigs in the sun because then they can dry, not my show wigs, but, you know, my at-home wigs. And I was thinking, geez, we only have a few more weeks of this before it's really cold. During the winter, you can't put your wigs outside to dry, otherwise, you know, they come back in moist and hardened. So what I do is you lay it on a cookie sheet in a warm oven. That's what I do at home. So it's almost cookie sheet wig season. Anyway, great weekend. The weather was good here. On Friday, after I finished the show, we left for Los Angeles. I am a huge fan of E! News, and they asked me to be a guest co-host this weekend. So I had fun. I know. I'm Wendy Williams, and this is E! News. I loved it. I even stood like all the women on E! with that leg crossed over to the front. The only thing I was missing are pockets, because if you've ever noticed on E!, all the girls, you know, they stand with their hands in their pockets. And Jason Kennedy, my co-host, was great. I got to meet Dwayne Wade. There was an interview going on, yeah. And so, well, you don't understand. My kid is a basketball kid. He has a picture of Dwayne Wade in his room with the ring, and then a couple of the other players from Miami with the ring on. So this is huge, and he was in the process of reading Dwayne Wade's new book about family and fatherhood and stuff like that. So I took the picture and sent it back to Jersey. I am good as Mother of the Year, at least until January 1st. Let's just say that. And so prior to going out to actually, you know, co-host the E! News, I smelled money. Do you ever smell money sometimes and you know you smell it? Next thing you know, there's Ryan Seacrest. I know, and this is what I have to say about Ryan Seacrest. First of all, custom made, he looks sharp, he smells of money. So he comes to the door and, you know, we say hello. This is my first time ever meeting him. I didn't give him the full stand-up, you know what I mean? I didn't give him the full stand out of respect, so I leaned like this, and then I sat down in my chair. But I have to tell you, his curl pattern in his hair is, I know that's such a random thing, but Ryan, you've got really nice curl pattern. And a shout out to everybody at E! Again, because you always treat me so nice when I'm there, so thank you, thank you. Yeah. So now, the judges for American Idol, the table is set. You guys have heard? Well, do you have an opinion on this? It's okay, so it's Mariah Carey, and she was confirmed weeks ago. Now, it's definitely confirmed Keith Urban is part of the table, part of the judging. Go ahead, yes. Never feel like you can't clap here, never. Okay, Nicki Minaj. Different reaction than what we got last week. Everybody was like hating on Nicki. Remember that, Suzanne? How they change. Yeah. Yes. That's why they're my people. I change my mind a lot too. I do. Also, veteran judge Randy Jackson is keeping his seat. And, you know, so let's go over the salaries of each judge. All right, Keith Urban is making between $3 and $5 million. Nicki Minaj around $8 million. And of course, Mariah Carey comes in tops at $18 million. So now, last year on American Idol, the big deal was to see what Jennifer Lopez was wearing, and and how the judges would talk to the contestants. Who are we kidding? It's not even about the contestants. And then also what Steven Tyler would have on. This year, it's all about Nicki Minaj and Mariah Carey, what they're going to be wearing, what hair they'll be wearing, how they'll be, dressing to impress us. And I'm sure that you, like me, will be watching. I'm excited about Mariah because Mariah can give you the cuckoo crazy Paula Abdul. She can go 2.0. Paula Abdul. If everything is aligned in the stars, Mariah will give it to us. And then Nicki Minaj, she'll be the first judge who's an advocate of hip hop music and rap music, which is great because they've never had an official. Then Keith Urban is the country crowd. Remember, Carrie Underwood won American Idol, and she went on to be, she's the biggest country star in the world. And he does have judging, because I was nervous about whether he has judging experience, but then I was like, oh, who cares? Mariah and Nicki will be there, so, he's filling a seat. But you know what? He does have judging experience, actually. He was in the first season of The Voice Australia. I know. And they said he did a really good job judging there. And plus, he's married to Nicole Kidman, so maybe we'll get a chance to see her once or 3 times. And the Idol auditions began yesterday in New York, so we have until January to wait to see how these judges act, and then the show comes on TV, so I can't wait. It seems like these pictures of Kate Middleton, in my opinion, are much to do about nothing. Okay, so Kate Middleton's topless photos, she was on vacation with her husband, Prince Harry, and they were published in a French magazine called Closer. Well, for legal reasons, we can't show you the photos. Neither can the people over at CBS, neither can The View, so don't even change the channel. No, just stay right here. Nobody has them. So, but we gave you a partial of, part of their vacation, but obviously those aren't the topless ones. But they were a couple sunbathing on the balcony of a remote chateau in France. They thought they were alone. This estate is on hundreds of acres, and the paparazzi zoomed in from a public road about a half mile away with a long lens. And what they caught is Prince William putting suntan lotion on Kate's bare behind, and she was also topless. The magazine editor for Closer magazine says that they have at least 20 more intimate photos to release. The royals are furious. The royals are suing for breach of privacy. This is reigniting that debate over how far can paparazzi go in pursuit of celebrities. Now, in my opinion, this is much to do about nothing because they can go as far as their lenses take them. I hate to say that, but Kate, if you know that you are being photographed 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, why would you even go topless? Even when you think you're alone. Even when you think you're alone. And so I feel as though the royals can sue all they want, but the paparazzi has a job to do, and we know what their job is. So that'd be like me walking out, I was saying this on E! News, walking out in my backyard with no wig. If I don't want to be, do you know what I'm saying? Anyway, so that brings us to the hot question of the day. Knowing that she is photographed 24/7, should Kate Middleton ever sunbathe topless? I want to hear from you. Go to Facebook, our Facebook page, and tell us what you think. And say it like you mean it, really. So, it's time for celebrity justice. Hit it. I know. This thing with Amanda Bynes is going on and on and on. Yeah, but the streets in LA are safer now because Amanda was caught driving with a suspended license again. Do you recall us talking about this last week on Hot Topics? Do you know when she was caught? Last night. I know. Her car was impounded. The judge, Marcia, ordered her to stop driving. This all happened last night. This is the same judge that sent Lindsay to jail for Judge looks like she's got an axe to grind, right? Yep. Anyway, Oh, Judge. This comes after a number of traffic incidents from Amanda Bynes, including a DUI, 2 alleged hit and runs, joyriding around LA. We just told you this last week, smoking from what looked like a glass pipe. But this may be more serious than we thought because neighbors of Amanda's are telling TMZ that her mental condition is deteriorating. How do neighbors know that? You know what I mean? How do neighbors know that? Anyway, even Perez Hilton reached out to Amanda, and Amanda actually replied via text. She still hasn't closed her Twitter account, I see. Nothing's going on. I don't have a problem. I've retired. Stop talking about me, is what she says. So, and then you can't believe who tweeted about Amanda. None other than Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay, I love you, but it is too soon for you to be tweeting and judging anybody. Just saying, girl. And this is what Lindsay tweets. Look, why did I get put in jail and Nickelodeon star has no punishments so far? Because like you, they're giving her more time to weave her own web and then do her in, Lindsay. Lindsay, you just concentrate on your own sobriety and that'll be good. And hopefully this Amanda Bynes will get the love and support that she needs. I mean, her dad's the dentist, and her mom and dad, they say, have been married, I was telling you this last week, about 40 years. So hopefully there's somebody who's going to help this girl before she just, I mean, we're watching. All right, so last night was part 1 of Real Housewives of Jersey. Yeah, the finale. Did you guys watch? I have to tell you, a man from Melissa Gorga's past dropped a bombshell on Teresa. And you guys, that is our hot clip of the day. Roll it.
I know your sister-in-law, Melissa. We go way back.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. A long time ago. She actually worked for me at a little gentleman's club in Elizabeth.
Really? What did she do?
Well, she danced for me for about a year.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you guys knew.
Well, first, I thought she was a bartender. I didn't know what she did.
Wait, I'm feeling like a little uncomfortable right now. It's my sister-in-law.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want to talk about my family. Oops.
Okay, there's so many different observations. Let's just go with the first one. What was Howie Mandel doing at the Housewives of Jersey? Number 1. Number 2, is it just me or does Teresa look gorgeous? The scrubbed face and the center part. And number 3, is it me or can you just never guess how old Kim, that Kim in the, you know, the friend is? She's somewhere between 35 and 72. I can never figure out her age. And also, I believe that was really sprung on Teresa. I believe that she really didn't know what was happening. I honestly believe that she is trying to make good with Melissa and her brother Joe, and that Kim, the troublemaker who's ageless, set this whole thing up, and she was reveling in it. Listen, Melissa, if you were a stripper, it is not a big deal. I so thought I'd be a different woman. P.S. I've grown up. I so thought I'd be way more judgmental, but can I just say the following? If you were a stripper, it is not a big deal because it's not where you are in life, it's how much climbing you had to do to get there. And you've climbed yourself. If you were a stripper, you've climbed off the pole and into one of the best zip codes in New Jersey, legitimately, with your juicy husband and your adorable kids. And I don't know about everyone in the audience, but I'm not judging. So, you know, next week's, should I be judging? Who's judging? Clap. Okay. Look, yes you are. You were just doing it. I love your red hair and your green. And look at your jewelry. You look, where are you from? Virginia. Nice to have you here. Thank you. So look, part 2 of the season finale of Housewives of Jersey is next week, and it's going to be explosive. I'll be watching. So, do you buy celebrity fragrances like White Diamonds and, you know, the Halle Berry? Do you buy them, or do you just know that they're out there? You buy them. Well, you know, there's so much competition with celebrities working hard to get attention in their fragrances and whatnot, and nobody does it better than Lady Gaga, whose new fragrance, Fame, is now out. I love this look, by the way. I love this look. To me, this is Gaga being normal, and it's still edgy. I think it's a great look. Anyway, her new fragrance is called Fame, and she had a big celebration here in New York, and well, she got into the party, and then she went to sleep in a giant bottle of perfume. There she is sleeping in the perfume, no, in the middle of the party, no, seriously. It gets a little weirder because Gaga let her guest put their hands through a hole to touch her while she was sleeping. And when she woke up an hour later, she got a tattoo right there in the party on the back of her shaved head. The party guests included Lindsay Lohan, Paris Hilton, Marc Jacobs, and Michael Strahan. I mean, that is very random to go to a party and sleep and whatnot. But what I like about the true fans of Gaga is that whatever she does is fine with them. You know, they just let her be. And, you know, perfumes are the huge industry. And I mentioned Elizabeth Taylor. Did I mention Elizabeth Taylor out loud, or was that in my head? In my head. All right, well, now out loud. Do you know that White Diamonds is still like the #1 selling celebrity fragrance ever? I mean, and Liz didn't have to do stunts for people to buy it. And she cut one commercial and it ran all those, it's still, at the holidays, it runs. Anyway, good for you, Gaga. Good for you. So, Venus and Serena Williams have new doubles partners. Well, Serena is rumored to be dating her tennis coach. I know, how convenient and juicy. He started coaching her after she lost the French Open. And after she split from the rapper Common, she said she was gonna give up dating, period. She says that she plays better when she's single, but obviously that's not true because, look, since starting with her coach, she won the Olympic gold medal, Wimbledon, the US Open, and she is not the only winner in her family because her sister, Venus, is dating a Cuban model. You know something? Yeah, he's nice looking. He's 24 and she's 32, and you know, they met when they were designing her tennis apparel line called 11. You know, so I've never had a good Cuban sandwich. Have you? I mean, as a foodie, I know this is randomness, but you know, as a foodie, I'm offended that I've never had a good Cuban sandwich, not even in Cuban restaurants. And I hear that this is like one of the most beautifully tasting sandwiches ever. Well, is it? It is a beautiful sandwich. Well, I'm gonna be in Miami next month. And no, look, please, if somebody can friend me on Facebook and just give me a selection of 3 different Cuban sandwich places, and I like it wild and sloppy, and I don't have to go sit down, it doesn't have to be fancy. I'll eat it in the car, just a Cuban sandwich. Sorry, anyway, her boyfriend is Cuban. That's all I say about that. Okay, you guys, up next, keep it here. Lindsay Lohan and Charlie Sheen are in bed. Plus, did you see Usher with Oprah last night? I've got an opinion too. We'll talk next. So last night, Oprah interviewed Usher, and he was speaking out for the very first time about his nasty divorce and custody battle with his ex-wife, Tamika Foster. He danced around so many questions. I got no info. You too? I see you nodding like crazy over there. I got no information about nothing. And you know, if Oprah can't get it, then it's just not. It's just, I mean, she flew to the man's house. Like, there's no way to subdue somebody and make them really talk than sitting in their own family room on their comfortable couches. He said nothing. But one of her questions he did answer regarding infidelity. And believe me, it took almost the whole hour to get an answer from him. Just take a look at him dance around this. Go ahead.
Towards the end of our marriage, I found myself lost. And I just wanted out. I was faithful at heart, but not faithful all the way. Even having a conversation with another woman, period, about matters of your relationship or just even your own emotions is, in my opinion, not being faithful.
Yeah. But were you with another woman sexually?
When we were separated, yes, I was. We were not divorced.
Okay, so here's the deal. So Usher was awarded primary custody of their 2 sons, he and his ex-wife, Tamika. And there's some people clapping for that. But before, because I can be very judgmental, I know. I'm reserving being judgmental, but, you know, because I guess there's some things about the case maybe that we don't know. But I just don't know what kind of man wants to take children away from their ex-wife, number one. Especially when his ex-wife just lost at the hands of, you know, that water skiing accident, their 11-year-old. And, you know, that happened during the summertime. I'm sure I'm not the only one who had to explain to their child, you know, what just happened and why you won't be jet skiing anymore and that this woman has just lost her son. And now here Usher is trying to take the other 2. And try as I might, I cannot find anything on Tamika Foster. Sorry, no, because think about it if you're a mother. Think about that. I can't find anything saying that she murdered anybody or that she's an unfit mother. I don't get that. So, you know, Usher, I'm gonna reserve judgment, but I'm looking at you like, what kind of man does that? Now, what we do know is that Usher's lawyer, and this is already public knowledge, made political donations to the judge on this case. That was public knowledge even before this case started, but, you know, I would love to hear what Tamika has to say. Not just about last night, but her state of mind. Sucks. Anyway, moving on. How does crying look on HD? Does this look a mess now? It looks okay? God, that Morel. Don't get gassed, Morel, but you really do a good job on the makeup. Lindsay Lohan and Charlie Sheen. Well, you know, I just wanted to, you know, entice you with something. Yes, they've been sleeping together. On the set of their new film, Scary Movie 5. Charlie and Lindsay filmed their love scene, and apparently they bonded over their, you know, sordid reputations from the past. The Scary Movie franchise, you know, it spoofs pop culture, and friend in my head, Heather Locklear, is, hopefully she won't be a friend in my head for too long. I mean, isn't she part of Hot in Cleveland now? Have we been calling her? Yep. Heather, I know that you're one of these people, I've always heard it from you, that you don't like to do talk shows and that whole bit, but you were the first person, you and Vanessa Williams, the first friends in my head. That's how I invented that phrase, because I was like, why is it that I don't even know these women in person, but I feel so close to them? You and Vanessa Williams. So now that you have something to promote with Hot in Cleveland, and also you're in Scary Movie 5, just maybe you'll come around and say hello to Wendy and the audience. Scary Movie 5 will be in theaters in April. I can't wait to see it. Keep the claps going, everybody. Up next from Flipping Out, Jeff Lewis and Jenni Pulos are here. Season 6 of Bravo's hit reality show, Flipping Out, premiered with the highest ratings in the series history, and it's all because of the drama caused by our next guest. Take a look.
Every night you...
Please welcome Jeff Lewis and Jenni Pulos. Hi, Jeff.
How are you?
I'm loving the show. Thank you. You too. Jenni, congratulations. Congratulations. You guys look great.
Wow, this is...
Yeah, it's firm.
It's really firm.
Yeah, you've got a very long torso.
I
am taller than you, but look, I look like a midget
It's
now.
a deformity, really. I have very short legs and a long torso. It's very hard to fit me for clothes.
Yes. Yeah, yes.
And a big head.
And a big
And
head.
a huge head.
I must say, you look terrific.
Thank you. Your makeup artist backstage is fantastic.
Yeah, but you also look great on the show. Have you gotten work done?
No, I mean, no, not at all.
You look terrific.
Yeah.
You look like really good.
Thank
really
you.
good. I mean,
Thank
you're
you.
always a good-looking man, but you know. All right, so for starters, it seems like you fired everybody from your staff, including Jenni.
Well,
but
well,
she's-
no, Jenni, well,
I got suspended.
well, no, I did. I fired her, but then 2 hours later, I called her and asked her to come back because I need, yes. So she was fired for 2 hours. Big deal. She came
Yes.
back.
Now, Jeff, you fired your housekeeper Zoila.
Well, no, those are empty threats. You know, I will tell you that. Like, I try to enforce these boundaries.
And you hired Lupe?
Well, Lupe was hired to keep the pressure on Zoila, but I have no intention of firing Zoila. It's a competition kind of thing that we do.
Well, who cleans the best?
Lupe. But Zoila takes really good care of me and my
Yes.
But
pets.
Zoila taught Lupe how to clean.
She says that. She takes credit for that. But yeah.
Jeff and Jenni, everybody, have worked together for 11 years? Is it 11 years? 11 years. So, Jenni, then you would know of all people, what's the one thing that will just get him going, rile him up?
Well, leaving the cap off the pen in the car drives him crazy.
And why is that? Why is that?
Because one time I marked up his white chair.
White leather chair, dining room chair, and it won't come out. It won't come out because I keep telling her.
It did come out. It did come
Really?
out.
Do you want me to
Yes,
take a picture and send it to you?
I got it out.
It never came out, Wendy, and so that's why I tell you, put your cap back on your pen.
And
then
trash
she
it-
waves around when she's talking in my car. I'm like, you're gonna screw up the leather like you
Trash
did
in
my
the
chair.
car, Wendy.
Trash in the car bothers me, but she's so passive-aggressive because when she's angry with me, she'll stuff trash in the side of the car. Because she knows it's upsetting. Like, she knows how to push my buttons.
I have to tell you, one thing that you and I agree on, we don't like big weddings. And it was driving me crazy, but congratulations.
Thank you.
Listen, Jenni was married and then divorced and now found a beautiful doctor from Chicago. He uprooted his whole practice to LA to be with 400 people at the wedding.
355.
But she invited 422.
Oh. What did you give? Do you give a gift, a bonus? Like, what do you, is that too personal?
Oh, I bought her
Yeah, the nice
frate
sheets.
linens.
Oh, very
Beautiful.
nice. Nice. And now,
So I think of him every night.
every
when
night
I
you go to sleep.
Yes.
How involved were you, Jeff, with Jenni's wedding plans?
By default, I was very, very involved. I didn't want to be involved, but she was taking so much time planning this wedding, and it was a very last-minute thing. I mean, I thought it was a shotgun wedding because it was happening so quick.
Yes, yes.
But no, she wasn't pregnant at the time. However, no, I'm not making an announcement, but we have, there's an app on the iPhone. It's
Here
called
we go.
Period Tracker. And we keep track of her periods. And she's 13 days late, but she's been late before, so I'm not gonna, so we're gonna.
There you go, Mom. I haven't called you yet, but
So we're gonna do a
sorry.
pregnancy test when we get home.
Let me ask you this. All right, so your boyfriend, Gage, is involved with the show.
Yes.
Is he getting a big head because now he's famous?
Not at all. We stay very, I mean, I think, see, what's different about us is that, well, I can't speak for you, but for me, I always did this for the money. And they say that reality, no, truly, like, I don't care about fame. I did this for the money. This was about, and people always say that reality stars don't make any money. That's not true.
Yeah, huh?
If you're stupid, you don't make any money.
yes.
But if you're smart, you make money.
Yes.
And this was always an income supplement for me. So because I did this just to make money, I don't let it go to my head. But when you look at housewives who already have money and are doing it for fame,
Yes.
this is what causes these crazy, out-of-control egos.
I understand. You know, okay, so you've worked on a lot of houses that we've seen, but there's some things that he's done that you don't know about. For instance, Jeff, is it true that you worked on Ryan Seacrest's house that he bought from Ellen DeGeneres for $37 million?
I worked with Ellen on one of the guest houses, and then Ryan bought the house from Ellen. But
Yeah.
there's a couple things that probably people don't know. One, Ellen has amazing taste. Two, Portia is an incredible artist. She paints.
Really?
It is her hobby, and she's an incredible artist. But originally, Ellen had bought one house, and then she bought the house next door, knocked it down, built this gorgeous like pond.
Yeah.
Then she bought another house as the guest house, which is what we worked on. But then this was all happening when they were getting married. The neighbor across the street was threatening to sell photos of the wedding. So she had to buy the house across the hill. No, I'm not kidding. For like, I don't know, $8 to $10 million to protect her privacy.
Yes.
It's crazy. So she ended up with a 4-house compound, which then turned into 3 when she knocked the one down.
So that was a good commission for you, though. Let's talk about it, right?
Well, no, I didn't make that much money. I just, no, I just worked on the guest house. Yeah.
Well, it's very fabulous. Listen, I have a gift for you, Jeff, because I know that Jenni, now that she's married, she's not around as much, and no telling on whether you'll fire her again. So what I have to remind you of our Jenni is, and if you listen very closely, she says something. Listen. Oh wait, it's right here.
I love you, Jeff Lewis.
See, that cute?
It is so disturbing.
You guys keep the claps going. Jenni has a special gift for me, apparently. I want to find out what it is next. How you doing? Welcome back, everybody. I'm sitting here with Jeff Lewis and Jenni Pulos from Bravo's hit show, Flipping Out, which I love. I also love when you rap on the commercials. And, you know, Andy Cohen's got the 411. And will we see you rapping this season on the show?
You will. I rap at the wedding.
Captive audience.
You bet.
She takes advantage of it.
You are a very talented woman, so I hear that you made a special rap for me today.
You know it, Wendy.
Okay.
Hit it! Come on, everybody!
Jenni, are you ready?
The Wendy Williams Show, yeah! She's in the know, the Wendy Williams Show. Hey, watch Wendy, yo! How you doing, Wendy? Saying this Jersey lady wicked and she's not playing. Botox and buckets, that's her hood. Getting trendy with Wendy, always looks good. She gets good with Vicky, Diana, and Donna. Make her a friend in your head, you know you wanna. Kevin Smart, she's super great. Come on, Wendy, it's a celebrate. Oh, the Wendy Williams Show. Everybody, she's in the know, the Wendy Williams Show. Yeah, watch Wendy, yo, the Wendy Williams Show. Come on, she's in the know, the Wendy Williams Show. Everybody, watch Wendy, yo.
Oh, God. Oh, that was funny. With the assistance, thanks, DJ Booth. Everybody, Jeff and Jenni star in Flipping Out. It's on Tuesday nights at 10 on Bravo. Up next, it's time for Wendy Viewer Celebrity Lookalike. You don't want to miss it. So good. There are a lot of school teachers here blowing off steam because today's, I see you school teachers. Our school system is closed too. I have my son and 2 of his friends in the back, and then we're hosting a sleepover tonight. Yeah. Anyway, how you doing? Okay, so it's time for one of my favorite segments ever, Celebrity Lookalikes. I love it because some of you really do think you look like celebrities, and you send me the pictures to prove it. Our first celebrity lookalike comes from Stephanie C., who watches our show here in New York City. Stephanie says that people tell her she looks like... I guessed this right away. Who did you guys say? Nobody's guessing anything? Did I hear Chelsea? No, you guys. Cheryl Hines from Curb Your Enthusiasm. Yes, right? I know. Cheryl is now starring on the ABC sitcom Suburgatory, which begins its 2nd season on October 17th. We love that show, and we love her too. Okay. Our next celebrity lookalike comes from Laverne G., who watches our show in Capitol Heights, Maryland. Laverne thinks she looks like... I totally didn't guess this one. Some of you guessed it, Patti LaBelle. After I saw the side-by-side picture, I said, oh yes, Patti LaBelle. Laverne, you know what you should do? Buy yourself a few Patti wigs and really turn it out down there in Maryland, right? Okay. Our next celebrity lookalike comes from Kelly G, who watches our show in Rolette, Texas. Kelly says her brother looks like... I couldn't... Who? Josh Duhamel. Yes. I couldn't think either. I knew it was somebody. That's really good. Josh, by the way, is currently working on a romantic drama called Safe Haven, and he was a former Dancing with the Stars member. Although I don't remember him on Dancing with the Stars. Do you remember him on Dancing with the Stars? That must have been like season 1 or something, oh, no, he's working on it, what did that say? With former Dancing with the Stars cast member, Juliana Hough. He wasn't in Dancing with the Stars. That's me suffering the effects of It's Monday. Can I get a break? Okay, our next celebrity lookalike comes from Monette J, and she watches The Wendy Show in Temple Hills, Maryland, and she says that she gets told she looks like, take a look. I guessed it right away. Not Alicia Keys. Nicole Murphy, Eddie Murphy's ex-wife? Yes, yes. And every picture she sent, she looked just like Nicole. Congratulations, by the way, Nicole, not just on your man getting the spot next to Kelly, you know, Michael Strahan, but also on you. I just read that your VH1 reality show, Hollywood Exes, has been picked up for another season. And by the way, Keenan Ivory Wayans' ex-wife, Daphne, will be joining next season also, so that should be interesting. Okay, we have another celebrity lookalike, and it comes from Rick D, who watches The Wendy Show in Point, Michigan. Rick says people tell him he looks like... Everybody guessed it, exactly. I mean, Rick, you look so much like Tom Cruise. I want to talk to you about it. So Rick is on the telephone right now. Is he there from Michigan? How you doing? Rick?
Hi, Wendy.
Hi, Rick.
Hi.
Rick, listen, I mean, we can take this look anywhere you want to go. Do you ever make money off this Tom Cruise thing?
No, I just won a couple contests. That's about it.
That's good.
Yeah.
So not a day goes by where somebody says something to you about looking like Tom Cruise, huh?
Yeah, it's almost daily, you know, anywhere I go.
Have you ever used it to your advantage?
I've been getting invited to parties and events. Haven't really used it too much, but some guy thought I was Tom Cruise and gave me some free T-shirts.
And now, what do you think of the Tomcat breakup?
Well, people will pass me on the street and jokingly say, I'm sorry about you and Katie, and they start laughing. But honestly, I feel bad for them. But the fact that he's all over the news and internet, it makes me even more popular. Yeah,
use it to your advantage. Thank you, Rick. Thanks for talking with us. You guys, if you think that you look like a celebrity, send us the photo to prove it. If you know somebody who looks like a celebrity, send us their photo to prove it. Go to wendyshow.com for more information. Up next, it's time for Ask Wendy. Keep it here. Time for Ask Wendy. How you doing?
Hi, Wendy. I'm Sherry. How you doing?
I'm doing well, Sherry. How can I help?
A few months ago, a friend professed his love to me in front of all of our friends. They all were saying, oh, the friend card. I know he was very embarrassed. But recently, he told all of our friends, how can she hook up with him and not hook up with me, and basically airing out my business. Is there any way you think we could be friends?
You know, I'm sorry. You know I'm the friend dumper. Friends have a season and a reason, and then then go. Some of them. This would be one that you would just dump. I mean, there's no clearing up that he's going to continue to air your business, and that's just the way it is. Hopefully, your business isn't so seedy, is it?
I like to keep my business to myself usually.
Okay. Well, then he doesn't have so much information on you, and just leave him alone. He's kicked off your cell phone. Okay.
Thank
Very
you.
well. Good luck. Who else? How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy? My name is Tara. I have a 13-year-old daughter, and our argument every day is over her hair. She has very nice natural hair, but she wants to start experimenting. She wants to start wearing wigs. She
Wigs?
Wants to, yeah, wigs, girl. She wants color. We've done the braids with the color and everything. And I think she's a little too young to start experimenting with her hair. She has natural hair. Give it a good straighten and she's good to go. I think she's a little too young to start taking over her own hair. What do you think?
Times have changed, but wigs are an absolute no. You want to wear a wig, you wait until you're in college where I don't have to see it.
Thank you.
If you no, listen. And I'll go so far as to say, all right, so I'm corny, but no weaves either at 13. Like no, if she wants to wear one of those attached ponytails, fine. If she, but roller set until you go to college. Then I can't see you and you do what you want.
Thank you.
Very welcome, very welcome. Although I remember putting sun in my hair when I was 13 and laying on the Belmar Beach having orange hair, and I would just blame it on the sun. My parents never knew. How you doing?
How you doing, Wendy?
Very Demi Lovato.
Oh, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, my name is Ashley. My problem is that one of my seniors that I work with is very flirtatious. I know he's gonna ask me out. I'm not interested, I've been avoiding it, but I need to know how to be clear without offending him and making it weird for me at work,
Say that you have a boyfriend and you've had the same boyfriend for 6 months. We'll use 6 months because then that way you're into him enough that you have a boyfriend.
Okay.
Okay? Very well.
So just lie. Just shamelessly lie.
Just lie. I'm good at cooking up capers.
Excellent.
You guys keep it here. We'll be right back.
Thank you.
Such a great time today. I want to thank Jeff Lewis and Jenni Pulos. I love you guys. My co-host, my studio audience, thank you so much for helping to drive the show. Tomorrow, the lovable Tony Danza will be here, and from The Hollywood Reporter, Janice Min shares the best celebrity style tips to keep us looking hot. I love you for watching today, and I'll see you next time on Wendy. Bye-bye.